Have you ever stopped to wonder why your feet take you to places you swore you'd never return to? Why your tongue speaks regret before your mind has even formed the thought? Why you reach for that drink, that phone, that comfort, even when your spirit whispers not again? It's not weakness. It's not fate. It's your habits, the invisible puppeteer behind the curtain of your everyday. There was once a boy named Eli, born into the noise of the city but raised in the silence of being overlooked. Every morning he brushed his teeth in the cracked mirror of a bathroom that never knew peace. Every night, he placed his dreams under the same pillow that soaked his tears. He wasn't poor in things, but he was starving in direction. And like most of us, he didn't know that he was being trained not by a teacher, but by repetition. His pain became his pattern. His reaction became his ritual. What started as survival became identity. You see, the brain doesn't wait for permission to protect you. It builds shortcuts. It memorizes how you respond to joy and pain. And soon, your entire life becomes a loop, and not because you're weak, but because your mind is efficient. The snack you grab when anxious, the people you chase when lonely, the excuses you whisper when the mirror gets too honest, all habits crafted over time, engraved like ancient stone in the neural pathways of your being. Science tells us that 95% of what we do is habit-driven. But I'll tell you something more real. The road to your future is quietly being paved by what you repeat in silence. Eli found this truth not in a book, but in a breakdown. One night he stood at the edge of a bridge, not to jump, but to scream. And the words that came out were not poetry, they were pain. I'm tired of being who I never chose to be. That night, something cracked, not him, but the rhythm of the past. He began to notice every time his hand reached out without his heart agreeing, every lie he told himself before breakfast, every moment he chose comfort over growth. They say the first step to change is awareness, but that's only the seed. Habit rewiring is the garden, the sun, the watering, the daily choosing. Eli started small. Wake up at dawn, make the bed, say one kind word, write one line of truth, fail, try again. And the loops in his brain began to rewire, slowly, painfully, beautifully. One day, someone asked him, "How did you become this version of you?" He smiled and said, "I met my patterns. I stopped shaking hands with my sabotage. I replaced my autopilot with intention, because the truth is, you don't rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. Want to change your life? Don't start with dreams. Start with days. Start with what your feet do when you wake up. Start with what your voice speaks when no one is listening. Because that is where transformation lives, in the daily, quiet, and sexy repetition of something better. And if your habits are a silent war, then your awareness is the sword. Your persistence is the armor. And your future, it's already listening, waiting, watching what you do next. So I ask you now, not as a poet, not as a voice, but as a soul who sees you, what have you practiced into your identity? And what will you begin today to undo? Did you care to subscribe, like, comment, and share?